I was on a L3 support, that is on the most severe and most high profile. My next step would be becoming an non-executive director in an NGO. Before the course at Director Institute has really helped me because it has been very resourceful and
Hello, everyone, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, an exclusive podcast series by Directors Institute World Council of Directors. I'm Priya George, and today we have something truly special in store for you. Our guest, Mr. Ravi Jethanandani, brings over 21 years of groundbreaking expertise in Oracle development and IT solutions. From optimizing database performance to leading transformative projects across industries like banking, healthcare, and telecom. Mr. Jethanandani has consistently pushed the envelope of what's possible with technology. His work has not only redefined system efficiency, but also shaped the way organizations approach innovations in the digital age. Mr. Jethanandani, it is an absolute pleasure to have you with us. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders.
thank you, Priya, for the introduction.
Absolutely, sir. It is our pleasure. Um, so let's get right to it. Mr. Jethanandani, with over 21 years of experience in Oracle development and IT solutions, you've had the privilege of working across a diverse range of industries, from banking and healthcare to telecom and retail. So, when you look back on your career, are there any key moments or projects that you would consider pivotal in shaping your professional journey?
Yeah, this was early in my career with Mayfair Infotech company, and the client was Computer Healthcare Corporation for a healthcare management system. I was involved with developing the code and using analytical thinking, logical reasoning, and problem solving skills, which are still with me right now with my present job. So these are
Okay.
the attributes which I've learned from the said job, and it has really helped me in coping up with the pressures of working in an IT environment using these attributes. During that time, I like doing coding, and I still do hands-on coding with respect to Oracle and its tools. So
Okay.
that has really helped me in my journey so far.
All right. Thank you for your response. Now, in your role as associate manager at Affluent Global, you led your team to achieve remarkable results, including a 60% performance boost through table index optimization and a 75% reduction in manual tasks through automation. Could you walk us through the thought process and technical innovations behind these strategies?
Yeah. See, we use non-unique indexes for improving the performance of the database. And in this case also I use non-unique indexes. There are different types of non-unique indexes such as B-tree, bitmap, function, reverse, and join indexes. So I use these indexes as per the different scenarios which are there in the table at that moment of time. And this is a scenario which I use for using different non-unique indexes for specific tasks which are there in the hand actually.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. At Abu Dhabi National Insurance, you achieved a 98% boost in uptime by collaborating with your team to resolve issues promptly. What was your strategy for team collaboration in high pressure situations, and how did you ensure such a significant improvement in uptime?
The answer to this question is two pronged. I use ServiceNow tool for this purpose in supporting applications on Oracle-based tools.
Okay.
ServiceNow issues tickets to for people, to solve the tickets actually. So I
Right.
use ServiceNow extensively in this project, and I use different levels of support such as L1, L2, and L3. I was on
Okay.
a L3 support, that is on the most severe and most high profile tickets which are there in the system. So I
Right,
used these two
right.
areas to solve the tickets actually, and I guided and mentored a team of five in this project. So that really helped my confidence and boost my confidence in leading a team in terms of Oracle and its tools.
So it's clear from your response that you played a key role not only in solving the technical issue, but you also, in a way, fostered a strong team dynamic under pressure. Mr. Jethanandani, for someone who's worked in such a technically demanding field for over 2 decades, how do you stay motivated and continue to innovate, especially when dealing with long, complex projects? What keeps you excited about Oracle development?
See, the thing which motivates me and helps me innovate is the new features in newer versions and releases of Oracle. It helps me in not only learning the new features but also applying them practically. So that has really helped my cause so far in my career as a senior Oracle developer. I have used these features in terms of leveraging the effectiveness of the Oracle database in building applications which are resilient and robust. So that has really helped me a lot actually in terms of learning new features in new versions and releases of Oracle.
Mr. Jethanandani, your passion for problem solving and staying ahead of the curve is a great reminder of why some professionals can keep innovating year after year. Now, when you look back on all that you have achieved, what's the one big goal or dream that still stirs your heart? What's the next step in your journey that you're most excited about? And how do you see it shaping, not just for your career, but for your legacy as well?
See, my next step would be becoming an non-executive director in an NGO startup such as CRY, Child Rights NGO,
Right.
which
Yes.
will really help my cause, in basically applying my thought process and whatever I've been learning in terms of corporate governance and asking probing questions to the board in terms of leveraging those knowledge in terms of, in working as in an NGO. My plan B
Understood.
would be to become an OCP, that is Oracle Certified Professional, which is a secondary task right now, such as a plan B process for me right now. Yeah, these are the aspects which are very dear to me. I would like to
Okay.
work in an NGO because it really helps my caring attitude towards disadvantaged children.
So, with your knowledge, this is slightly off script, but since you mentioned NGOs and more specifically like CRY, what aspect of your knowledge do you hope to bring into, an organization such as CRY?
Yeah. See, I would like to be involved in environmental causes and social responsibility areas, in terms of environmental issues. I have been associated with an organization called Greenpeace, where I have cleaned streets,
Yes,
cleaned beaches, and swept roads actually. So that has really helped my
right.
cause in terms of contributing to the society in terms of in environmental issues. Secondly, I've been involved in social responsibility causes such as CRY, where I've been involved with helping disadvantaged children in coping with their needs on a daily basis. So these two are the causes which have really helped me a lot in terms of in working from 2011 to 2018 so far. So that has really helped me in pursuing my dream in terms of contributing to the society in whatever little way I could do so.
Thank you for your response and thank you for sharing that with us. Actually, it's given us a little more insight into who you are as a person outside your work. And closely related to the earlier question, you talked about how environmental causes are close to your heart. Now, we know that ESG is a field that's really gaining momentum these days. As you're just starting to dip your toes into it, what's been your biggest takeaway so far about how businesses are integrating these principles into their strategies? What part of it stands out to you the most?
See, in terms of whatever knowledge I've learned so far from the modules of corporate governance and ID course, The course content has been very helpful in terms of that it has been very engaging, informative, and resourceful. In terms of DI, the team at DI have been very helpful and friendly, and they have been able to solve my queries as soon as possible. So that has really helped my cause actually.
All right. So, which brings me, thank you for sharing that with us, actually, which actually brings me to my next question, which is related to Directors Institute. And you have mentioned how the modules are so comprehensive and extensive, and they have helped you in furthering your cause. Um, Now that we are all aware that you are a part of Directors Institute and started exploring the courses, apart from the reasons that you mentioned in your earlier response, how has your experience been so far? What's one thing that has really stood out to you in terms of the value or insights that you have gained?
Yeah. As I mentioned before, the course at Director Institute has really helped me because it has been very resourceful and engaging so far. The course structure has been structured in such a manner that whatever we learned in the previous modules will help us in the future modules. So that aspect of the course content has been really helpful in terms of dealing with the course at DI. Secondly, the staff at DI, the team at DI had been very helpful and coordinating and supportive. They have been very helpful and they have been able to solve my queries in a very shorter period of time. So that has really helped my cause so far in terms of learning new things from DI's course structure.
Right. Thank you for your response, and that's fantastic to hear, Mr. Jethanandani. It's exciting to see how these insights are adding to your professional journey. And as we wrap up another amazing episode of FaceTime with Leaders brought to you by Directors Institute, a huge thank you to Mr. Jethanandani for sharing his incredible journey, his valuable insights and wisdom with us today. It has been an absolute pleasure hearing about your experiences, challenges, and how you continue to inspire innovation in your field. So,
Thank
thank
you
you for
very
being
much,
with
Priya.
us.
My pleasure being here. Thank you, Priya. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. And to our listeners, we hope you found today's conversation as inspiring and enlightening as we have. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and remember your journey is only just beginning. Take care and stay inspired. See you.
Thank you.